and a yard. Second down and just one. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now Riddick. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll try the air now with Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's really well. You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Second down, the ball on the 2 here. Second, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On play action, Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard near the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
He's got Smith here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They run with Pumphrey, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Go. Got three down.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Theo Riddick. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, 98 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Zach Brown coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. There the Eagles are back within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now as pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And now here's a carry heading left. Theo Riddick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They start the drive with Smallwood. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Stafford on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Fighting through, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. The slot man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Pumphrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll run on the draw. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. And we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. And
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now it's Stafford. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Stafford. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Stafford now to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.